Hi guys, welcome to another episode. This episode I'm going to talk about just commuting in general. So obviously if you're coming here to live, you know, you're going to be commuting either walking, riding a bike, moped, bus, train, car, you know, one or the other, right? And then if you're coming here as a tourist, maybe you're renting a car. I mean, renting a car in Japan is really expensive. But, you know, if you wanted to, you could rent one. Usually they go about maybe 50 to 80 bucks a day. And obviously you need to have a international driver's permit before you come here. You know, if you have that, then you're good to go. If not, you're not good to go. Yeah, the main reason why I'm talking about commuting specifically is, so my commute to work, it takes about an hour. Maybe you thought about, you know what, why is this guy always having all these videos in his car, like, you know, and lately I've been trying to get a lot of videos outside my cars, you know, going to different festivals, but the bulk of my videos happen to be like this while I'm just driving. And obviously the reason why is because I have to drive 2 hours for work every day. An hour going to work and then an hour coming back. So it's a long time to be in a car. I'm not sure what you do, but personally I find that making videos, it helps me stay awake and alert while I'm driving. Some people might think of it as a distraction because they're like, oh, well, you're always looking at the camera and, you know, not on the road. But actually, by constantly keeping, you know, your brain active, you know, by focusing on the video and what you're actually saying, keeps you awake and helps time pass quicker. So I'm curious, basically, what do you do? You know, if you're already living here in Japan, how do you commute to work or around? And if you happen to have a long commute, like, what do you do to curb it, you know? I know some people on the train like to read books or things like that. I'm curious, what do you do? And if you're a fellow driver and you also happen to have a long commute, what do you tend to do? Personally, like I said, I either like to make these videos because, you know, I figure, well, why don't I help some people out? Maybe, hopefully, and at the same time, you know, make my commute a little bit easier. But other things I like to do while I'm driving is obviously the standard, you know, listen to music, etc. I also occasionally listen to TED Talks, and the other times I tend to Skype, you know, Skype people back home. But of course, there's always like a very thin window for the people back home because, you know, in the morning when I'm driving, it's like, you know, like 7 p.m.-ish over there, so they're just getting off work. And if I'm coming back home, like right now I'm driving home, you know, over there it's something like, I don't even know, like 2 a.m. So can't really call anybody there. So once again, I'm curious, what do you do for your long commutes? Do you have a long commute? You know, just let me know down below. And if you're coming to Japan and, you know, you're on your way, like, I'm curious, like, are you dreading a possible long commute? What do you feel about that? What if you feel if your placement, especially like on the jet program, etc., happens to give you or set you in a position where you have to have a long commute? You know, how do you feel about that? How do you plan to go about that, you know? Rent a car, etc. Alright guys, this is kind of a little bit all over the place, but nonetheless, if you have any questions or if you want to answer my previous questions that I just said, please comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Bye.